Hello, this is Johnny.
And this is Izzy.
And this is The Bark, the Bulldog Bark. Today, we'll be taking a look at culinary competition,
A podcast-style interview discussing the 4-day school week, Brian and Charlie's game review.
and Bella and Jesus' Man on the Street.
Did you know our culinary students actually compete?
No, how does that work?
Let's find out.
Hey Bulldogs, if you've ever been interested in the cooking industry, we interviewed Chef Parker, head chef of the culinary program. Here's what he has to say about it.
Culinary arts here at Roy City High School is 4 different levels. Your first level you will take as a freshman will be Intro to Culinary. That's where you'll learn all your basics, like your knife skills, all those fun things. Just being safe in the kitchen, handling equipment properly, how to use equipment, how to take care of it, the basics of what food are, the different types and styles of food, the different categories that they have. You will actually also be tested and qualified and certified in your food handler certification through the National Restaurant Association, which is a nationally recognized certification. Your sophomore year, you'll move into Culinary 1, which is where you'll start doing your double block classes. So you'll have me, unfortunately, for 2 sets of 55 minutes. And that's where we'll actually start getting more hands-on, starting to learn like the basics on actual like cutting with knives, the different knife cuts, the different styles of cooking, like sauteing, braising, pan-searing, all the mother sauces, the 5 mother sauces, all the variations, stuff like that. You'll then move to advanced, which is the next step up, and with our new building, that's where our students will start, that's where they'll start running the restaurant. We will be open to the public is what we're gonna try and do in the next few years. So those will be all kids that'll be running, that will be our advanced. Those will be the ones that'll be running the kitchen and cooking all the food. Then you have our seniors, which is our practicum class, which is your last year, where you're basically me when I'm not there. You get to do everything. You'll be doing all the ordering, all of the pricing, all those fun things, running the restaurant, creating the menu.
Chef Parker explains the benefits of the culinary program.
The benefits of culinary, not just in school, it being fun and having a cool teacher like me. You can ask any of my students now, I'm pretty bomb. I mean, look at me, you just don't get one of these for being lame, I guess. Not only is it a fun thing to do in school and a nice elective, it also gives you life skills, especially when you leave here. A lot of y'all want to go to college, or a lot of y'all just, even when you become an adult, you don't want to survive off of boxed macaroni and ramen noodles. You want to learn how to do something, at least a few things, like make eggs properly and maybe cook a steak every once in a while when you get those nice pay raises. It just gives you life experience and helps you with means of living.
Chef Parker shares who inspired him.
I do idolize Gordon Ramsay. I've been said that I could be his son with the way I act in the kitchen sometimes. Sometimes it does get a little heated, and I'm just passionate is what I like to call it.
Come on, man.
I just need it.
This is the lamb.
Where's the lamb sauce?
One of my professors in college at my culinary school, he's Donald Caston. He's pretty good. He inspired me to not just, I prefer the back of the house. I prefer being in the kitchen. It's where I'm comfortable. But he made me do front of house, like waiting and all that fun stuff. And for a long time, I just wasn't comfortable with it because I don't like that interaction. I prefer to cook the food and not have to deal with the people about it. But he pushed me out of my comfort zone, and I enjoy it now. Like I can do it if I need to, and it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
It was a hard time in his childhood that led him to culinary.
My parents got divorced when I was 7 years old. Me and my brother lived alone with our mother. She worked 2 jobs to support us all. She worked one in the day and one in the night. So during the school day, it was fine. I grew up pretty quickly. I didn't really have a childhood. I'm okay. It's fine. Don't worry about me. During the day, it was fine because, the school fed us all those fun things. But at night when we got home, I became the adult pretty quickly to my brother. I'd make sure he gets his homework done, get him a bath, all those fun things. And I would start to make dinner. I'd make dinner for me and him, and then I actually leave a 3rd plate in the microwave for my mother from when she got home from her night job, so she could eat, get showered, get to bed, so she can wake up the next day and do it all over again to support us. And over time, as I got older and did it more often, I learned to start experimenting and trying new things, and I found out I was pretty good at it, and I could see myself doing it. So as soon as I had the opportunity and moved to Roy City and found the culinary program, I hopped on that 100%, and ever since I was 16, everything I've ever done is in the kitchen. I've always been in the restaurant industry. It's just, I'm good at it, so why would I do something I'm not good at?
If you want to become a chef, Here is advice for you.
Thing I will say to students that want to become chefs is, ladies and gentlemen, the restaurant industry is not for the faint of heart. It is very cutthroat, and it will take a toll on you. You will work 11, 12-hour days. It is what it is. You don't have holidays and stuff like that. But if you are committed to your craft, it is very rewarding in the end. I've met a lot of friends that I will have lifelong friends. I've got guys that I met in culinary school that will be in my wedding. Like, these guys are my best friends. Like, they're my ride or dies for sure. You will meet a bunch of awesome people in the industry, and the job itself, just knowing you made food that people are sitting there enjoying and they're thriving to come back for, and the experience that comes with it is its own, the euphoria that comes with it is insane.
Thank you, Chef Parker, for sharing your experiences on culinary.
That food sure does look delicious.
I know. I wish I had more time to try these out.
Well, there is a debate on whether we should have a 4-day school week instead of 5.
Keep watching for Cameron's discussion with Miss Lancaster.
This is Kameron, and welcome to the Bulldog Radio. Today we'll be talking to Miss Lancaster to see if 4-day weeks are better than 5. So, what's your opinion on having a 4-day weekend instead of 5?
Well, I mean, there's always a positive for both a pro and con, but having a 4-day work week is something that is nice to look forward to, having a longer weekend. I think Roy City would benefit from it? I don't know. I could go either way. I mean, I'm fine with 5, 4 days, whichever. But I know a lot of people are leaning toward 4 days.
I know you're a school secretary. Do you think that will benefit you, having only 4 days?
Oh, I mean, it's beneficial because, like I said, having the longer weekend to rest up and come in and work. When we're talking about 4 days, too, I would look at a Monday being off versus a Friday. We're a bigger school, and of course, Fridays are big.
A lot of schools are getting Monday off instead of Friday.
Yeah, a lot of that has to do with athletics. So
yeah, I mean, I play football, so I mean, I would hate to have to come to school on a Friday and don't actually have school, just have football.
Right.
So I can understand that.
Yeah.
I know you have a son. How do you think it'll affect him?
Are you kidding? He'd love it. I think a lot of the kids would, but a lot of things have to be taken into consideration sometimes because some parents, they may not have the child care, things like that. But I mean, if you're looking at the overall big picture, 4-day work week would be great, be wonderful.
They're actually some 4-day schools are actually still allowing kids to get child care. I think they charge, which I can understand that from a parent's perspective. I don't really want to have to pay for if it can be free.
Yeah.
So I understand that. Do you think it'll benefit the teachers and students having a 4-day weekend? Oh,
I mean, I can't. It's one of those things where I don't see where it wouldn't hurt or not benefit. I think sometimes when the students are here, making a longer day, you have to take that into consideration too. But I think overall, just a longer day and then having that longer weekend is beneficial overall, I would think. But again, there are other considerations you have to take in when you're looking at bigger school districts versus smaller school districts. Because a lot of the smaller school districts, it seems to be, I don't want to say easier, but there's not as much to take into consideration when you're looking at the bigger school districts.
Almost 60 school districts have changed over to just doing 4 days.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them around us are the smaller school districts too. They have a lot less kids.
I've only heard of one so far, like one big school, but that's bigger than us, even bigger than us.
Okay.
And they're going to a 4-day weekend.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for your time, Ms. Lancaster.
We have a great school here at RCHS, but some students have voiced ways we can make it even better.
Jesus and Bella hit the street to find out.
Ow!
What's your least favorite thing about the school?
The bathrooms, they stink.
They smell so bad? You're not wrong.
I mean, there's not a lot of things to not dislike about Roy City High School. But if I had to say something that I dislike, probably be bathrooms. Those things suck. There's not that many. So if you're hearing that, Mr. Solis, get us some more bathroom.
Hey, cleaning robot, what's your least favorite thing about this school? Nice.
It's not a least favorite, but I would keep these kids in class. There's too many in the halls. They're like, look at them. They're in the halls. All these kids in the halls.
So that's something Royce could do better, right?
Yeah.
What's your least favorite thing about the school?
What?
What's your least favorite thing about the school?
The school.
Or what can they do pretty much better?
Huh?
The work. Oh my gosh. The guys, they treat you like crap, bro. Don't go for any of the guys here. They're L's.
All these tests they got us doing in 1 week, like that's making me mad. Hey, stop that stuff, man.
The dress code.
Dress code?
Yeah.
Yellow.
Hello Bulldogs, this is Charlie with this week's game review. For this week, I am reviewing Poppy Playtime. Poppy Playtime is a horror game where you play as a former employee of Playtime Co. who returns to the abandoned toy factory where toy monsters await you. Your only goal is to escape. Currently, there are 2 chapters in the game with loads of difficult challenges. There are quite a few jump scares and some good challenges that await, and there may be more to be added. I give Poppy Playtime a 9 out of 10 rating. Thanks for watching this week's game review. This is Charlie, signing off.
Thank you for watching this week's episode. This has been Izzy
and Johnny
signing off.